What did you make of the Lions week one? Because week one, and certainly in many parts in our media, is about salting away a narrative or somehow wiping it away. And with Ben Johnson coming in and what they looked like on Sunday in Green Bay, the narrative got a little bit more salted that the coordinator change is going to cost the Lions a step or two based on the last years of ascension. What do you think, Mike?
One of your new colleagues, Kevin Clark, was with me today on PFT Live, and we were talking about the Lions, and it occurred to me during the conversation that the Lions are learning what it's like to be a good team. And there are growing pains that go with being a good team. They lost 8 assistant coaches following the departure of Ben Johnson to be the head coach of the Bears and Aaron Glenn to be the head coach of the Jets. They took multiple guys with them. They have to work this through. And to go from 15-2 in the regular season last year to 0-2 since then, if we add the playoff outcome to the week one loss, 15-2 to 0-2, those fans, I think, are going to be antsy when Ben Johnson brings the Bears into town. And last year, without Ben Johnson as the Bears head coach, on Thanksgiving Day, the Bears were in position to steal that game, but for poor clock management that got the head coach, Matt Eberflus, fired the next day, the Bears could have won that game. And now Ben Johnson is with the Bears. And I would just be very uneasy about everything if I was a Lions fan, because the bar is high now, and it has never been high for the Lions. It's high now, and they're 0-1, and they're facing 0-2 if Ben Johnson come in there and finish the job that Matt Eberflus almost finished last year.
Mike Florio here on the Rich Eisen Show. The Bills and the Ravens, that was amazing. Were you transiting back, or where were you? You were sitting there. Walk me through Sunday night for you on NBC.
Here's what happens.
Unbelievable for you.
We watched the first half in the viewing room, and then right after halftime, we tape an FNIA podcast while we have one eye on the screen, and then it's go change, get to the car, watching the game on Peacock on the phone the whole time, get back to the hotel. So I was back at the hotel when all hell broke loose.
Oh, man.
And I couldn't believe it. And the Ravens have an institutional, I think, stubbornness to recognize when their formula isn't working. And they think they're going to make it to the finish line as all the pieces are flying off of the car. They think they're going to get there before the other car in the race that they've lapped finds a way to catch them, because they don't make any adjustments. They just think that what they've been doing is going to continue to work. And you could feel the momentum. It was palpable. You didn't have to be in the stadium, just watching it on TV. Everything swung toward the Bills. Why would you give the ball back to Josh Allen? There was that key 4th and 3. Now, Lamar Jackson has since said he had cramps. After the game, John Harbaugh said most teams would punt in that situation where it's 4 and 3 and a first down ends the game. Most teams don't have Lamar Jackson. So I just think that the Ravens need to be ready to slip into a different mindset when that lead they systematically built throughout a game begins to crumble on them because they weren't able to hold on long enough to get the victory. And that's the kind of thing that can propel the Bills into becoming the team that we've been waiting for them to be under Josh Allen.
Hey, you made it all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Check us out every single day streaming live on Disney Plus and the ESPN app 12 to 3 Eastern.